We're diving deep into the 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a rare American treasure that's quietly turning average people into millionaires. Now I know what you're thinking. It's just a penny! But here's the thing. In 1982, something happened at the U.S. Mint, something that created one of the most sought-after era coins in American history. This isn't just a story about metal, it's about opportunity, wealth, and knowing exactly what to look for when the world hands you change. And don't worry, this isn't one of those dry coin lectures. We're going to explore the mystery, the money, and the method to possibly change your financial life, all without showing our face. But first, when was the last time you checked your coin jar? Back in 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from copper pennies to a cheaper zinc core with a thin copper plating. But during this shift, multiple variations were accidentally produced, 7 to be exact. Some had large dates, some small. Some were copper, others were zinc. But one variation, the 1982 no-mint mark penny struck on a copper planchet, should not exist. And that's where the million-dollar story begins. This specific coin lacks a mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. But here's the twist. The Philadelphia Mint wasn't supposed to strike copper pennies that year. Somehow, a few copper planchets slipped through, and the result? An incredibly rare and valuable coin that now commands over $1.1 million in private sales and elite auctions. Only a handful have been authenticated, and they've become the holy grail for collectors and savvy investors alike. Now you might be wondering, how do I know if I have the rare one? Here's the secret: weight. A copper 1982 penny weighs 3.11 grams, while the common zinc ones weigh 2.5 grams. All you need is a digital scale, maybe a loop, and a little patience. Imagine checking a jar full of pennies and finding your golden ticket. Would you even believe your luck? Oh, and just between us, someone once found one of these gems in a thrift store parking lot. True story. So if you've ever tossed coins aside thinking they're worthless, this is your cue to never ignore pocket change again. Here's where things get real. The value of the 1982 no-mint mark copper penny has exploded, and it's still climbing. With more investors flooding into the coin world and demand skyrocketing, even near-mint examples of this coin are being bid on fiercely. The hunger for rare coins is no longer just for old-school collectors. It's for anyone seeking generational wealth through hidden treasures. But wait, what if I told you there are still uncirculated ones out there? Stored away. Forgotten. Waiting to be discovered. You might think you missed the boat, but no, this is your moment. Coins like these don't just represent value, they represent legacy. They're financial time machines, capable of turning everyday Americans into millionaires, quietly, suddenly, and absolutely. Now imagine showing your grandkids the penny that changed your life. Imagine selling one coin and paying off your house. Or funding a dream retirement. That's not fiction, it's history, repeating itself. And your story could be next. Still with me? Good. Because next, we're revealing another Lincoln penny, even rarer than the 1982, valued at nearly double. But that's for the next video. So here's your move. Go check your stash. Grab a scale. Look for that no mint mark. And if you find it, hold tight, because the world of wealthy coin collectors is waiting to pay you handsomely. Before you go, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started uncovering America's most valuable hidden coins. This channel is your guide to wealth through history, one penny at a time. We're diving deep into the incredible story of the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, one of the most coveted and valuable coins among collectors in the United States. Before you skip to the next video, let me ask you this: have you checked your coin jar lately? Because if you haven't, you could be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it. Don't make the million-dollar mistake of ignoring your change. The 1978 Lincoln penny looks innocent enough, copper, classic, and ordinary at first glance. But the version without a mint mark is anything but ordinary. Struck in Philadelphia and missing its usual identifying letter, this coin has become one of the most talked about rarities in recent years. It's not just collectors hunting it down. Wealthy investors, auction houses, and estate dealers are lining up, cash in hand, hoping to find this elusive piece. Now, you might be wondering, what makes it so special? The answer lies in a rare blend of minting anomalies and near-perfect condition that turns a single penny into a millionaire maker. Some 1978 no-mint mark pennies have stunning doubling errors, off-center strikes, or were minted on planchets meant for other coins. These tiny imperfections, often invisible to the untrained eye, skyrocket the value for collectors. Imagine the excitement of pulling one of these out of a dusty box in the attic or a drawer that hasn't been opened in years. That thrill, that electric moment of discovery, is what drives coin hunters across America. But remember, only a small number of these coins exist in pristine, or error-filled condition, making them incredibly scarce. And in the world of collectibles, scarcity is the golden ticket. The market for rare coins is heating up like never before. With inflation, uncertain markets, and a massive surge in alternative assets, collectors are putting big money into tangible pieces of history. The 1978 no-mint mark penny has soared in value because of this trend. At elite coin shows and private auctions, these coins are sparking bidding wars, with the highest graded specimens reaching an eye-watering $1.20 million. Let that sink in. $1.2 million for a penny that could have once bought a stick of gum. That's not just a lucky break. That's generational wealth disguised as pocket change. There's a reason millionaires and everyday folks alike are flocking to coin collecting. It's not just nostalgia, it's strategy. The value of rare coins has outpaced the stock market in recent years, and as more collectors realize the upside potential, the demand continues to skyrocket. And yes, people just like you, people with old coin jars or inherited collections, are cashing in. Big.so. Have you looked closely at your 1978 pennies lately? You might be one magnifying glass away from changing your life forever. If you found a $1.2 million penny, would you tell your friends or just pretend you're suddenly into minimalist living, with a Lamborghini parked outside your tiny house? So how do you know if you have the jackpot penny? Start by looking for a 1978 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Flip it under a good light. Is it in near-mint condition? Are there visible errors like doubling on the date or lettering, or a slightly off-center strike? If you're not sure, don't panic. This is where the fun begins. Contact a professional coin grading service or visit a local coin shop with a good reputation. Having your coin evaluated professionally can unlock its true potential, and possibly reveal a 6- or 7-figure payday. And here's the urgency. With more people discovering the hidden value in their coins, and dealers actively buying, the market is becoming more competitive. Time matters. Prices are rising. Every day you wait, someone else is cashing in. This isn't just about selling a coin, it's about reclaiming value from something forgotten and turning it into opportunity. Whether you want to pay off your mortgage, travel the world, or finally start that dream business, a rare penny could be your first step. Now here's where it gets even more exciting. There are reports of other 1970s pennies with errors being worth just as much, if not more. What if you've got more than one treasure sitting in plain sight? In our next video, we'll uncover another penny from the 70s that recently shocked the numismatic world. But don't wait. Go check your coin stash today. You might already be richer than you think. If this video opened your eyes to what's possible, make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and join a growing community of everyday Americans turning sense into serious wealth. Because in this world, it's not just about collecting coins, it's about collecting possibilities. What if I told you that this could be sitting in your home right now? That loose change in your kitchen drawer, that dusty coin album in the attic, might just be holding the key to financial freedom. You don't want to miss a single second of this video because we're diving into the unbelievable value, rare error, and massive demand behind the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that collectors are fighting tooth and nail to get their hands on. To understand the true value of the 1971 no-mint mark penny, we have to rewind to an era when coins weren't just currency. They were historical fingerprints. In 1971, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies. But here's the twist: most were struck in Philadelphia, which at the time didn't use a mint mark on its coins. While that seems ordinary, this particular year was anything but. That's where the legend begins. Some of these coins came off the press with critical minting errors, from doubled dies to off-center strikes, and in rare cases, an ultra-clean die strike that resulted in a sharp, flawless finish. Those error variations, combined with the absence of a mint mark, created a rarity so magnetic that collectors are paying top dollar just to add it to their vaults. Think about that for a second. A coin that cost 1 cent to make is now changing lives because of one mistake. It's like the mint accidentally printed a winning lottery ticket and never told anyone. Now here's the pattern interrupt you didn't expect. Ever ask yourself why we keep throwing pennies in fountains, hoping for luck, when the real luck is actually inside the penny itself? Next time, keep the coin and make your wish come true on eBay. But what makes the 1971 no mint mark penny this valuable? It's the error scarcity, the unique, almost ghost-like defects that slipped past the mint's eagle-eyed inspectors. Some show doubling in Lincoln's profile. Others have misaligned dies that created eye-popping off-center designs. These flaws? They're gold to collectors, because they mean the coin is 1 in a million, sometimes quite literally. Now let's talk numbers. In top-tier condition, with error characteristics authenticated by grading services like PCGS or NGC, the 1971 no mint mark penny has fetched staggering figures, $1.3 million in private collector circles. And here's where the urgency kicks in. As more of these are discovered and bought up by elite investors, hedge fund coin hunters, and millionaire collectors, the supply is drying up. That means the value? It's only going up. You're not just holding a coin. You're holding a story. A slice of American history. A secret asset. And if you've got one of these pennies in your possession, especially with any visible error or pristine condition, you're not far off from entering a new tax bracket. But here's the kicker. How would you even know? Most people toss them aside. You might have walked past a $1 million penny at a yard sale last weekend or unknowingly handed one to a cashier at the gas station. Think about that. That's the fear that sparks action. And the excitement? It comes when you finally flip over that old penny and see the 1971 date with no mint mark, and your pulse starts racing. Stay tuned because in the next episode, we'll reveal the exact features you should look for, where to sell, how to verify, and how one man turned his junk drawer find into a beachfront retirement. Spoiler alert, it wasn't luck. It was knowledge. Now, if you've made it this far, you're already ahead of the crowd. But don't stop here. Click subscribe and join the community of everyday Americans turning forgotten coins into generational wealth. Because this isn't just about pennies, this is about power, potential, and profit. We're diving into the hidden world of one of the most shocking U.S. coin treasures, the 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny. And trust me, once you know the secret behind this humble little coin, you might be tearing your house apart to find one. But before you go flipping over couch cushions or calling grandma to raid her old coin jar, let's get into the real story. Because this isn't just about the money. It's about recognizing opportunities hiding in plain sight, and how a simple penny could change your life. Ready? Let's begin. The year was 1989. George H. W. Bush had just become president, the Berlin Wall was starting to crumble, and somewhere in the bustling coin presses of the U.S. Mint, something incredibly rare happened, an error. A small batch of Lincoln pennies rolled off the production line without any mint mark at all. These weren't just any pennies. These were anomalies. Mysteries hiding in the most common places. This wasn't supposed to happen. By 1989, the U.S. Mint had refined their production process. These coins were designed to carry identifiers, those little mint marks like D for Denver or S for San Francisco. So when a penny appears without any mark? That's not just an oversight. That's an accident of history, and it makes collectors lose their minds. Let's pause for a second. You may be asking, why would a tiny missing mint mark make a coin worth more than a luxury car? Great question. The answer lies in supply and demand. Fewer of these mint-era coins exist, and collectors crave rarity. It's like finding a misprinted $100 bill, except in this case, The misprint makes it worth 14,000 times more than its face value. And a little haunting about how many of these pennies slipped into circulation, unnoticed, hidden in lunch money, vending machines, and grocery store change. Most were spent, lost, or tossed away. But a few, just a few, were found, carefully examined, and certified by grading experts. And those, my friends, are now worth up to $1.4 million in today's high-demand market. Think of it like winning a tiny lottery, but one you can control. Imagine walking into a pawn shop or auction house with a coin that looks utterly ordinary, and walking out with enough money to buy a house in cash, travel the world, or build the life you've always dreamed of. That's the kind of life-altering power a rare coin like the 1989 no-mint mark penny can hold. By the way, quick question: when was the last time you looked at a penny and actually read it? Be honest. Most of us don't even want to pick them up off the ground anymore. But the joke's on us, because sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest value. Kind of like finding a Picasso in a garage sale bin labeled junk. So, what exactly should you look for? Simple. You're searching for a 1989 Lincoln penny with no mint mark just beneath the date. It should still show signs of wear, because many of them entered regular circulation. But the real prize lies in authentication. If you think you've found one, don't wait. Get it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Because until it's authenticated, it's just a guess. Once it's certified, though, the bidding wars can begin. Some of these coins have fetched more than 6 figures at private auctions, and one, in pristine condition, is valued at $1.4 million today. And interest in these coins is only growing. This isn't just a collector's trend, it's a financial awakening. People across the US are digging through drawers, boxes, and jars, uncovering coins that were once forgotten and now worth fortunes. If you're someone with old coins lying around, or a dream of cashing in on hidden treasures, this is your moment. The demand is high. The market is hungry. And every day you wait, someone else might beat you to the jackpot. Here's the wild part. Experts believe that dozens, if not hundreds, of these 1989 no-mint mark pennies may still be out there, just waiting to be discovered. Could one of them be in your house? In your childhood piggy bank? In that old dusty coffee can on the top shelf of your garage? The only way to know is to look. So, what are you going to do? Will you be the one who walks past $1 million penny without noticing it? Or will you be the one who finally cashes in on a piece of American history? If you're ready to join thousands of others who are rediscovering the hidden wealth in everyday coins, hit that subscribe button now. Turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could change your life. This is more than a hobby. It's a movement, and your $1 million penny might be closer than you think. We're diving deep into the world of rare coin treasures, specifically the 2021 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny with an era so rare, collectors are offering up to $1.5 million for it. This isn't a fantasy. This is a fact that's shaking up the numismatic world. If you're someone who's been hanging on to old change or casually tossing coins into a jar, you might just be sitting on a fortune. And by the end of this video, you'll not only know why this coin is so valuable, but you'll also understand how to spot it, how to sell it, and how to finally unlock that wealthy lifestyle you've always dreamed of. That's way too recent to be worth anything. And that, my friend, is exactly why this story is so incredible. This isn't about old, dusty coins from the 1800s. This is a modern mystery with a 6-figure payout that's unfolding right now. So grab your coffee, check your pocket change, and lean in, because we're about to uncover how an ordinary-looking penny became one of the most sought-after modern coins in the market. Let's rewind to the year 2021. The U.S. Mint in Denver was running full steam to meet post-pandemic coin demand. Amid the high production, a batch of pennies slipped through with a dramatic and rare error, anomalies in the strike that caused doubling on Lincoln's face, ghostly shadows near the date, and even off-center impressions. What makes this particular D-Mint mark coin exceptional isn't just the error, but the fact that it occurred in such a recent year. The coin world was stunned, Imagine the shock of a casual collector when they found one in their spare change and sold it for over $1 million at a private auction. Suddenly, everyone from antique shop owners to retirees and young hobbyists started hunting for the elusive 2021 D-era penny. Some called it a fluke, others called it destiny. We call it opportunity. And it's one that still exists, but not for long. Demand for this era coin has skyrocketed. In private collectors' circles and online bidding wars, it has become the Rolex of modern pennies. Its estimated current value is hovering around $1.5 million, and that figure keeps climbing as more people catch wind of its rarity. If you've ever dreamed of making life-changing money without stocks, real estate, or hustle culture pressure, this penny could be your golden goose. Well, Copper Goose, technically. Here's a question to reset your focus. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought, could this be the one? Go ahead, check that coin jar on your dresser after this video. You might just be holding your retirement fund in your palm. Now that you know the story behind the 2021 D-Mint Mark penny, it's time to take action. This isn't just a feel-good tale, it's a wake-up call. Wealth is not always hidden in stocks or business ventures. Sometimes, it's disguised as pocket change. And unlike other collectibles, coins like this one are increasing in value fast because they are rare, traceable, and in high demand from global buyers. Collectors are actively searching for these coins, and if you happen to find one, there are reputable numismatic channels, online marketplaces, and exclusive auctions that will help you secure a life-changing payout. Just imagine walking into a coin appraisal session with a smile, and walking out with a check that erases your mortgage, funds your dream vacation, or gives you the freedom to retire early. But don't wait too long. Every day, more people are becoming aware of this error. With every viral video, with every auction headline, the chances of finding one in the wild get slimmer. Timing is everything, and right now, the window is still wide open. So don't waste another second. Before we wrap up, here's a little cliffhanger for you. There's another coin from 2021 that's also catching fire among collectors, and its value is climbing even faster than this one. Want to know what it is? Then make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're dropping that video next. Your journey to a wealthier life might just start with the smallest coin in your pocket. But with the right knowledge, it could lead to the biggest reward of your life. Yes, you heard that right. A 1993 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that's not only rare, it's in insanely high demand and collectors are scrambling to find it. Now here's the real kicker. Thousands of these coins are still hiding in plain sight across America. One might even be sitting quietly in your very own pocket change, silently holding the key to financial freedom. If you think this sounds too good to be true, think again. Because today, we're diving deep into a penny that's making millionaires and catching the attention of serious collectors, investors, and everyday people who simply decided to take a second look at what they already had. But wait, don't go empty your coin jar just yet. There's more to this story than meets the eye. The 1993 no-mint Mark penny might look like any other Lincoln cent at first glance. But what makes this coin a national treasure is the incredible era that slipped past the U.S. Mint's watchful eye. Typically, pennies minted in Philadelphia bear no mint mark, but what makes this 1993 edition so powerful is the rare die alignment error and a subtle doubling on Lincoln's profile that only a trained eye or lucky guess might notice. And that's where the magic lies. The kind of magic that turns an ordinary cent into a seven-figure masterpiece. One that's been auctioned privately for over $1.6 million to high-end collectors who know its value isn't just in metal, it's in rarity, provenance, and the sheer thrill of owning a piece of American history. Now you may be thinking, come on, how can such a small error be worth so much? Let me ask you this. How often do people overlook small opportunities, only to later find out those were the moments that could have changed everything? This coin is a perfect metaphor for life. The smallest details often hold the biggest value. Let's pause for a moment. When was the last time you actually looked at your spare change? Not just glanced, but really looked? Odds are, you've handled one of these coins and never knew it. And that's the kind of thought that keeps collectors up at night. Here's a humorous twist to lighten it up. Someone once said, "My penny collection is like my dating life, full of errors, but one rare gem makes it all worth it." In the world of coins, that rare gem could be the 1993 no-mint mark penny, and yes, it's worth more than most luxury cars. As interest in coin collecting soars, especially among Americans aged 30 to 65 who are tapping into this booming market, the 1993 penny has become a trophy piece. Not only does it command huge auction prices, but it's also respected for its historical uniqueness and sudden wealth potential. It's not just a coin, it's a story, a lifestyle, and for many, a second chance. Here's where the story gets intense. There are confirmed reports of individuals cashing in these pennies, coins they found during simple cleaning, moving house, or helping a grandparent sort their old jars. One retired veteran discovered his life-changing penny in a Ziploc bag of change he'd stored for years. He walked into a small-town coin shop and walked out with a $1.2 million offer, which eventually soared past $1.6 million at a private auction. Let me ask you, what would you do with $1.6 million? Pay off every debt? Travel the world? Invest in your family's future? That kind of money isn't fantasy anymore. It's already happened, and it's still happening. And the only thing standing between you and that kind of windfall is your willingness to look. Now here's the cliffhanger. What other pennies from the 90s are hiding errors worth even more than this one? We'll dive into that in an upcoming video. But for now, the real question is, do you have the 1993 no-mint mark penny that collectors are fighting over? Don't wait. That coin you toss into a tip jar tomorrow might be the very same one that could have bought your dream home today. Open that drawer, check those piggy banks, sort through your change. The treasure hunt starts at home. If you found this video insightful, subscribe now and join a growing community of coin lovers, treasure hunters, and wealth builders. We're unlocking secrets, sharing strategies, and helping everyday Americans discover the hidden millions in their pockets. Comment below if you've ever come across an unusual penny, or if you're inspired to check your collection tonight. Because the journey to your $1,000,000 coin might just begin right now. Turn that pocket change into powerful change. Stay curious. Stay wealthy. And remember, one penny can change your life. We're uncovering the staggering truth behind one of America's most mysterious and valuable coins, the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin currently valued at a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.7 million. Imagine casually finding it while rolling pennies for gas money, only to discover you've been sitting on a life-changing fortune all along. This isn't a fantasy. It's reality for a few lucky collectors who understood what others overlooked. But here's the twist. Most people throw these away, unaware of the silent fortunes slipping through their fingers. So don't blink. This story isn't just about a coin. It's about opportunity, timing, and unlocking the kind of financial freedom most only dream about. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin so valuable, and how you could be the next millionaire success story. A year of transition, just before the digital age would explode, and yet, tucked inside that time was a rare minting event so powerful that it made headlines among numismatists. The Philadelphia Mint, known for striking coins without a mint mark, accidentally produced a series of 1994 pennies with microscopic die errors and doubled features, imperfections that would later drive collectors wild. These errors aren't obvious to the untrained eye. Some of them include subtle doubling on Lincoln's bust, a shifted Liberty, or an almost ghosted date. And while most pennies cost, well, a penny, these specific error coins, especially in mint condition, are now commanding offers up to $1.7 million in private auctions and elite collectors' circles. Let's pause and reset for a second, because you might be thinking, okay, but what are the odds I have one? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever checked that jar of coins in your attic, or that drawer full of loose change in your home office? The truth is, many of these $1,000,000 finds happen by complete accident, by regular people, just like you. One man in Ohio discovered his fortune while cleaning out his late father's safe. Another retired woman in Florida found her winning coin after cashing in her grandkid's piggy bank. And they're not rare because they never existed. They're rare because no one's been looking for them. So, what makes these coins so desirable in today's collector market? It's not just the rarity, it's the perfect storm of condition, historical anomaly, and modern demand. As more collectors flood the market chasing investment grade coins, the prices for top tier examples like the 1994 no mint mark penny are skyrocketing. This is your window, the golden moment before the market caps out or private collectors hoard these treasures forever. You don't need to be a coin expert. You just need awareness, motivation, and maybe a magnifying glass. If you've got a 1994 penny, now's the time to check it. Look for no mint mark, near perfect condition, and possible doubling, especially around Lincoln's eye, the word trust, and the date. If it looks different, don't dismiss it. Get it graded by a professional. Because one expert appraisal could turn your casual coin into a verified millionaire asset. As more of these coins get discovered and sold, the fewer high-value ones remain in circulation. It's like real estate. Once the prime lots are gone, they're gone. You don't want to be the person who finds out too late, or worse, gave it away unknowingly. Now, before we wrap up, here's the cliffhanger you didn't see coming. There's strong evidence suggesting that another small batch of even rarer 1994 no mint mark pennies exists, with an undocumented strike-through error that could push the value even higher than $1.7 million. And guess what? They haven't been located yet. If you've ever dreamed of living a wealthier, freer, and more fulfilling life, this coin could be the beginning. Go check your coins. Get them appraised. Stay curious. And when you find that hidden gem, don't forget who pointed you in the right direction. Have you ever held a penny in your hand and thought, it's just 1 cent? What if I told you that a 1996 mint mark Lincoln penny, yes, just 1 cent in your pocket, could actually be worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million? Sounds like a wild fantasy, right? But here's the thing, it's absolutely real. In fact, collectors are desperately searching for this very coin. Right now, in quiet corners of America, folks just like you are sitting on hidden fortunes tucked away in dusty drawers and forgotten piggy banks. This is not just about a coin, it's about unlocking the kind of wealth that can change your life forever. Let's take a journey into the story of the 1996 penny. Minted in Denver, this ordinary-looking coin has become the center of intense bidding wars and collector frenzy. But what makes it so special? It's all in the details, the minting error. Some versions of this coin were struck with a rare double die or off-center design, making them exceptionally valuable. These aren't just rare, they're nearly impossible to find in perfect condition, and that rarity drives demand through the roof. Now imagine, while most people are dropping these coins into vending machines, savvy collectors are cashing in, big time. One confirmed error coin in mint state condition recently sold for a staggering $1.8 million, setting records and sparking a wildfire of interest across the coin collecting world. Now here's a moment of truth. How many 1996 pennies have passed through your hands in the last few decades? 10? 50? 100? What if one of them was the one? That exact error coin, tucked away in your old coin jar or hidden in a childhood collection you haven't looked at in years. The fear of missing out is real, and the time to act is now. Because as collectors and dealers scramble to get their hands on these rare gems, prices are only going in one direction, up. And fast. Why haven't I heard more about this? Well, here's the cliffhanger. The secret is in the silence. Only a handful of these error coins have been authenticated. They're so rare, most casual coin collectors overlook them entirely. It's like a treasure map with invisible ink, you have to know what to look for. And that's exactly what we'll uncover in the next segment. But first, ask yourself this: are you going to let $1 million opportunity slip through your fingers? Or are you going to be the person who finally cashes in? Here's where things get even more exciting. The coin world isn't what it used to be, it's hotter than ever. With social media spotlighting rare finds and auctions drawing international attention, these coins are no longer quiet collectibles. They are cultural status symbols. And the 1996 era penny? It's the crown jewel. Coin shows, private dealers, and online markets are buzzing with buyers ready to shell out life-changing money for this tiny copper treasure. Wealth, status, and legacy, it's all wrapped into a penny that could make you the next big name in rare coin finds. You might be thinking, sure, but how do I even begin? And that's the power of knowledge. It's not about luck, it's about awareness. Once you know what to look for, die breaks, off-center strikes, and those subtle yet valuable minting imperfections, you're armed with the tools to uncover real treasure. And every day that goes by is another mischance. Remember, the market is alive right now, with buyers offering premium prices to secure these elusive coins. The urgency is real, and the time is short. Don't blink. Because just when you think you've seen it all, there's more. There are rumors among expert collectors that a never-before-seen variation of the 1990 60 penny might exist, one even more valuable than the $1.8 million specimen. What if you found that version? What would that mean for your family, your future, your freedom? Imagine paying off your mortgage, retiring early, or finally taking that dream vacation, funded by a coin you already own. Simple. Dig into your collection. Check every penny, especially the ones marked with a small d beneath the year 1996. Examine them under a magnifying glass, or better yet, take them to a certified coin appraiser. Your future might be hiding in plain sight, and it's time to bring it into the light. Before you go, here's a little humor to keep things light, because hey, we're talking about million-dollar pennies, not ancient scrolls. You don't need to be Indiana Jones, just someone smart enough to check their coin jar. And if that jar's looking dusty, it might just be full of gold, or at least $1.8 million copper. This is your moment. Take action, claim your opportunity, and be the story others only dream about. And if you found this video helpful, or even just entertaining, smash that like button, subscribe for more insider coin secrets, and share this with someone who might be unknowingly sitting on a treasure chest. Don't wait until someone else finds their fortune. Make today the start of your millionaire coin story,